All right, so I just want to make a 75,000 mile update minus 2,000. It's at like 73 something, but I'm going to say 75,000. Ignore the traffic, but so just kind of going over some stuff on the truck. I just buffed it, give it a good wash and buffed it yesterday, so it's pretty shiny. Looks pretty good. And then we got some sap on it and crap. I hate that. But I've just been driving it today. I'm bored. Nothing really to do. And thought I would do like a 75,000 mile review. Not like a review, just like a walk around, in-depth thing, what I like, what I don't like. If I still would recommend buying it. So it's my family's truck, but I drive it more than anyone by far. So it's a 2018 or 19. I always forget. I believe it's an 18. I think I've said 19 in the past, but I think it's an 18, but we'll stick with 19. F150 XLT, you know, base, not base model, not high end. It's got the nice chrome wheels, you know, it's got the chrome bumpers, some chrome handles. And usually I don't like chrome, but on this truck I think it actually looks decent. First thing we did to it when we got it is my dad put that bug guard on it. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not bad. I don't ever usually like these, but I kind of like the USA with the Wrangler blue paint. It looks pretty good. So if it was any other color truck, I would hate that on it, but with this paint color specifically, it looks pretty good. And then I put on a 50 cal bullet to match. Actually, the radios, the reception's just about the same with that, so that's good. And anyways, most of the time I'm on Bluetooth or an aux cord. So yeah, the exterior is holding up good. It's not rusting anywhere inside the wheel wells, I don't think. It's actually still pretty freaking clean, but there is rust starting on it. And it's not where you would think. Like, there's no rust in here on any of the wheels. It's actually like on the mounts right here for the running boards. Try to get back there, is not really rusting. I don't know if you can see it here. Must be the other side, which, I mean, it's okay. It's just the running board mounts, but there you go. You can see that. That's pretty bad. But it's not the truck, it's these stupid mounts. So just cheap. I'm gonna probably bedline over those. But yeah, it has some scratches and stuff in the paint. Still has a little bit, but you know, I gave it a good buff yesterday, so it's looking a lot better. I put this little ecoboost sticker on it because it's a 2.7 twin turbo ecoboost, and I thought it was kind of funny. It's not like fast or anything, I just thought it was funny. But yeah, the exterior is holding up great. This is the second set of tires. It came with tires, but they were like half or something tread, so those got pretty worn down. We threw these on it. They're great. They're quiet. They're good. It's good in the winter. It's not as good as older trucks in the winter, in my opinion. We've had, before this, I had a 2009 F150 Platinum. That thing was an absolute tank in the winter. I loved it. I missed that truck more than anything. It was just a 5.4 Triton, you know, but I loved that truck. It brought me to South Dakota towing a car. It brought me back towing another car. Tons of trailers. I buy and sell cars, so I'm always towing cars home. And that Platinum was great. It was leveled, so it was perfect. And I'd really like to get another one like that in the future, but with the 5.0. But, and then we had a 2004 F150 Lariat. That one was amazing in the winter. I don't know what it is. I just think them older trucks are a little better in the winter. The new ones are all too computerized and stuff for me. But this thing is still good in the winter. You know, it's got 4-wheel drive, high and low. We've never used low in it, and I don't think we ever plan on it. So it's got some power though. I mean, it spins the rear tires, so surprising out of a 2.7 liter. This is going to be a longer video, so skip if you need to, but if you're actually interested, then watch the video. Some features that I like about it are the backup camera is very clear and very good. The sensors are good, you know, that's great. The rear sliding window is nice, power sliding window. I like the running boards. One feature I wish it had was the upgraded headlights, because these are just the halogens and they kind of suck. I mean, they're bright, but they look bad. You know what I mean? They're not LEDs, they're not HIDs. Other features is this is very, very nice Ford. This works amazing. It's very nice because a lot of times we'll lock the keys in it at the house or whatever. That's about it for features on the exterior. No sunroof, nothing like that. You have to go up, I believe, to the Lariat to get that. So, which we wanted the Lariat. My dad was going to get it, but this one was a good price. It only had like 30,000 miles or no, it was like 20,000 miles when we got it like 2 years ago. Nobody drives it except for me. So, well, we got it with 20,000 miles. So, and the price was just, it was like over 10 grand cheaper than a Lariat, and he didn't want to spend the extra money, and I don't blame him. Now, my mom's had this thing for the last week. She just disappeared with her friends. Who knows what the hell she was doing. She loads up the doors with her shit. All her shit. She loads up there. She's a hoarder. It's insane. You guys have seen my garage. It's ridiculous. The center console is full. The back is full of her shit. I don't know. I'm going to be cleaning that. I did the full exterior on this truck. Now I'm going to be doing the full interior, because it's just absurd. She's got this thing in the back, this dolly, for I don't know why. It's not even ours. The tonneau cover sucks. I hate these. I'm not a fan of them. I use a bed of a truck all the time, so I don't like them. But if I was going to get one, it would not be this piece of shit. It sucks. It crinkles. It flies up no matter if it's latched or not. I would get one of the ones that actually fold, like the hard ones. That's what I would get. But it came with it, so whatever. That's about it for exterior. We'll go into the hood quick. I'll get back into features here in a minute, and then I'll tell you guys what I like, what I don't like. My favorite thing about this truck is the paint color. Usually I like black because I'm a paint corrector and detailer. I own a business doing that. But it's filthy under here. So I need to do under here too. But yeah, it's the 2.7 EcoBoost. I need to check spark plugs on this here soon, because we bought it with 20,000 miles about 2 years ago, and it's at 73 now. So as you can tell, I drive it a lot. But yeah, it's filthy under here, but always checking the fluids. They're always perfect. No burning oil from the turbo lines or anything like that. No turbos leaking yet. No trouble there. This bug guard does fly up, like get loose sometimes, so you have to like make sure it's snapped back on. But I'm gonna go back to towing really quick here, and the power plant. So the 2.7 twin turbo is very good. In the opening clip, you guys saw I was getting about 21, 22 miles per gallon on the highway, not in eco mode. That was just normal. Eco mode, you'll see about 23 to 25. I run strictly premium in this. My dad puts 87 in it. So whenever I have it, once I let the tank get down, I'll fill it up with premium. Even though it's $5.20 a gallon right now, it's like 115 bucks to fill it. But you gotta pay to play, right? So, yeah, only premium. I just filled it. So, towing. I want to talk about towing. It has tow haul mode, but that doesn't really do too much, I don't think. But I got this hitch on here because I tow a lot. You know, all the trailer lights, you know, all the hookups are nice and easy. I tow with it. I buy and sell cars. So far, I've probably towed 15, 20 cars with it. And 3 or 4 of them were from South Dakota back. So, and then one was from Iowa. One was from Wisconsin. And I'm in Brainerd, Minnesota. So, I towed a car home from 3.5 hours away, 4 hours in Marshall, Minnesota. I towed one from Sioux Falls. So it does great. I mean, it squats a little bit, but it really doesn't squat as much as you would think. So, oh, there goes a trooper. Fuckers. But no, it tows good. It gets pretty decent fuel economy towing. Most people who buy a half ton aren't going to tow with it really much at all. My dad never tows anything. He doesn't even put anything in the bed. But like I said, he doesn't drive it. I do. So it's a little easier on gas than a normal older truck or whatever. But Honestly, me personally, I would have bought the 5.0. It's not that much worse on gas mileage, in my opinion, for what you're getting. The power, you know, the sound, the reliability of the 5.0, the Coyote, it's the modifications you can do. I mean, you can modify EcoBoost too, but a Coyote is just like, it's just a Coyote. So my dad said when we get rid of this, he is going to get the 5.0. It's not that much worse on gas. And yeah, it tows good. It tows good for a half ton. Most people aren't going to tow anything. They're going to tow like lawnmowers or four-wheelers or a boat. I tow cars with it on a full car trailer, so a little heavier. Squats a little bit, but not too bad. Does pretty good. Normal drivability. I think I see around like 15-ish miles per gallon, 14 to 16-ish, 17, towing on the highway with cruise set with tow haul mode on, so that's not terrible. If you're gonna be, you know, hauling heavy shit, you're gonna want to get a diesel or at least a 2500. But no, it's a good truck. It's not bad. A little bit we'll get into the cons, but yeah, like I tow with it. Unfortunately, we had a hailstorm. You can't see it because the paint is perfect to hide it, but in certain lighting, you can see right here, there's a couple hail ripples, like 3, I think. That's it. The roof doesn't have any. I don't know how right there got it. Oh, there you can see one. I don't know if you can. But yeah, it's pretty good. So I guess we'll move on to the interior now. We haven't had to replace anything on it besides tires. We haven't even had to do brakes, have we? No, we haven't. That's crazy. And the brakes are still good. So I'm gonna get inside here and we'll talk about the one. Actually, we did have to do one thing. So the one thing we had to do to it was last summer was the first summer with it, and we never had used the AC because we bought it. I think we bought it in the fall when it was just about winter, so it was cold out. AC didn't work when we bought it. It was a year old, so it was barely a year old, and the AC didn't work. So that was $1,900 and some to fill it and fix it. It was just one of the fittings was bad and all the Freon leaked out. But with this truck, it's a very special Freon. It's like $40 some an ounce, which is ridiculous. And after labor and everything, the truck had a warranty, so we didn't pay anything. But it was like $1,900 and something to fix it. Most of that was the Freon. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But, you know, luckily it had a warranty. So going over some of the stuff I like about the interior. You know, I love the steering wheel. It's got a nice grip to it. It's soft. It's leather. Going up, the four-wheel drive knob right here. It's nice, easy, 4 high, 4 low, 2-wheel. Got a little cubby right here, which is, I don't think we've ever used, but traction button, auto stop start. I hate auto stop start. It's just dumb. If anything, it's going to wear on your starter more versus that extra whatever gas you're going to use, not even hardly anything. You got your aux cords down here, outlet right there. You got your heated seats. They are cloth seats. I don't like the seats. They're very hard and firm. I don't like these seats at all. And they get hot. Like, I don't know, the cloth gets hot, but it's got heated seats for the winter, which they get real hot. You got, what's this, DVDs? Or CDs. Climate control. The AC works great now. The heat works good. Some features I don't like about it are the seats. No sunroof. It's pretty much base model, but it's got the nicer steering wheel, the leather one, and it's got the big screen with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Start it up. Here's the key fob. It's got remote start. And it starts very quick. So that's another good thing. You don't have to wait for it to start. As soon as you double tap that, it starts. And double tap it, it shuts off. So I'm going to unlock it. Start. Little display there. Forward, and then built Ford Tough. Make sure my radio's off. I'm going to roll the windows up so there's not much road noise while I talk. But then you got right here on the end of this guy, you got your drive modes. You can see there. You got normal, tow haul, snow wet, eco, and sport. And I never use sport. I don't know why I left it there. I always just leave it in normal or eco, and then if I'm towing, I'll do tow haul. But got your gauges up there, nice and lit up. It's nice. Go here, you got all your different settings. We're getting about 21.3 miles per gallon, and I was just actually hauling ass, so it's pretty decent on fuel for a truck. But the black dash is, I mean, it looks good. I'm not a fan of the gray interior, but if I'm gonna have cloth, I'd rather it be gray than black. That's one thing. Little change compartment down here. My mom has 500 chapsticks in because she's a hoarder. I like the bench seat. I always like bench seats. It's like old school. I like it. Little spot for your phone here. Cup holders. Favorite energy drinks right here. My dip. But there's not actually much storage in here. The door pockets are pretty good, but my mom has them full. Other than that, there ain't no storage. This center console is that deep. Just a couple cup holders and that, and that's about it. Little shelf there. That's shallow too. But yeah. I mean, you got automatic windows up and down in the front. You know, your mirrors right there, and it's pretty much basic. Why are the lights on? Why are the lights on? These buttons always confuse the crap out of me. There we go. My mom had those on, and the battery did not die. Here's your power sliding rear window. But yeah, I mean, I wish it had a sunroof, but the next one we're getting, my dad wants to get the Lariat. He loves the Lariat. It's his favorite thing ever. So I think he's getting a white or a black 5.0 Lariat, like a 22, sometime in the next year. And I'll be able to make videos on that. We actually, when the AC was broken in this, we had a 22 or a 21 rental. No, we had a 20 or 21 the first year of the newest body style Ford with the 5.0, and that thing was amazing. It was so fun, and it was, I drove it every day. And I had like the fold out thing right here for a laptop and everything, and where the shifter's right here, and it folds. It was amazing, and the 5.0 was great. And I love the new body style Fords. That if I get a new truck, it'll either be a Silverado or a F150. But, and now I also want to touch on a couple things here. Well, like I said, it's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. The screen's very responsive, never really glitches. It has a couple times. All you gotta do is shut it off, turn it back on. But one time was really bad, but other than that, it wasn't too bad. Got all your stuff, and Apple CarPlay as soon as you plug your phone in. One thing I liked about the new F150, the 5.0 one we had to have instead of this while the AC was being fixed, was even Bluetooth would connect to Apple CarPlay. This one, you have to have your phone plugged in, which isn't that big of a deal, but yeah. Got the radar detector going. I don't ever use that. My mom does. But back, lots of room in the back. Obviously for all my mom's crap, but it's great if you have kids or whatever. You put some stuff back there. Lots of room if you get the full size cab. What I wanted to touch on now is it runs great, drives great, smooth. It's quick. I'll do an acceleration here back here, and it hooks pretty well. It spins a little bit, but I mean it goes for a 2.7. It's pretty quick, so it's faster than a 2017 WRX. I have videos on my Instagram of me gapping one from a dig. So a couple different runs we did, and I gapped her both times, and it was automatic. So yeah, you can compare it to about a 2017 18 WRX in speed. This is a little quicker, which is weird, but I got videos, so it's because I had it in a 4-wheel drive and I boosted launched. But still, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, around 100, this thing governs out at 102, so then the WRX will pass you. Start to slow down around 100, but yeah. It's not bad. I like it. But what I'm going to touch on is I test drove a 2018 Midnight Edition Silverado that had 62,000 miles on it, so about 10,000-ish less. And it was nice and all. This is a lot quicker. I thought the 5.3 would be more potent, but it felt sluggish. If I get one of them, which I love the Midnight Edition 2018 Silverado, that is the one I want before the new body style. I want the 2018 Midnight Edition, and I want the 6.2. The 6.2 is a beast. I wouldn't mind the 5.3, but I want the 6.2. But touching on that 5.3 truck, I also did a paint correction on it. What was it? There was a weird rattle from the engine, and then there was also some weird shifting going on when the truck was cold. not like super weird, but it was kind of like sloppy, and like it didn't want to shift. This one, around probably 30,000 miles ago, started noticing, probably around 15, 20 actually. When it's cold, the transmission thuds and clunks and doesn't shift smooth in the first 2-3 gears. 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Very clunky when the truck's cold. When it's warmed up, it doesn't do it. So that's a little weird to me. It is a newer transmission. When this was, made, it's a 10-speed, so it was a little newer. They hadn't had all the kinks worked out yet, but that is a little weird to me. And then I'm trying to think, there's nothing really else it does. I mean, you can still hear the turbos, and it's bone stock, which is kind of cool. You can hear them kind of spool up and then blow off, which is weird, but cool. If this was my truck, I'd have like an intake, I'd have downpipes, and I'd have a tune, but it's not mine, so yeah. So that's a little weird. I've never driven a newer Ram yet. Have I? No, I don't think I have. And so I can't really touch on it compared to a Ram. But the Silverado, they're about neck and neck. You have your Chevy boys, you have your Ford boys, you have your Dodge boys, or Ram boys, whatever. But I like all three. There's things I like about all of them, and there's things I hate about all of them, right? So, but yeah, it was the Silverado. I thought it was the Ford, and then I drove the Silverado. I'm like, oh, this one has some sort of weird issues too when it's cold. So I can't say Chevy's better. I can't say it's worse. I think they're all good in their own ways, and they're all worse in their own ways. Like Ram was the first one to have the massive screen, and now they're all going to a big screen. But I'll just do a little acceleration here. I don't want to do too much back here. But and a 4-wheel drive high in this is a little weird. It's slow and sluggish to disengage, and it makes kind of funny noises sometimes when it's in a 4-wheel high. So maybe that's from me launching it in 4-wheel drive probably 20 times. I don't know. You're not supposed to do that, but I do. I used to. I don't do it anymore. But we'll throw her in sport mode. Traction off, and I'll get the little acceleration here. This stuff's probably gonna go flying because my mom's a hoarder once again. I don't know how many times I've look at this. Really, what's the point of all these? I don't know. Okay, little brake boost. And that was about, I don't know, 3/4 throttle. I'm not pinning it. So we'll turn around. We'll do that one more time. This time I'll do like a rolling one. Actually, no, I'll do the same thing, but without the brake. Because I think the brake launch holds it down. Or like slows it down from taking off. Yeah, there's a truck behind me. I'll let him pass me. Oh, he's turning. Okay. So go up here and... Dude, you had your blinker on. He was turning into there, and then he decided not to. What the fuck? Okay. So, go from here. And then we'll go. We're just gonna give her some beans right away, I guess. Crack the windows. It's kind of hot in here. And driving this, I've driven a couple new WRXs in a manual, and I think a manual would have definitely got me. But the CVT transmission in them kind of sucks. Really sucks, actually. So I think that's the only reason why I got ahead of the WRX. She had her foot pinned from the start. She knows how to drive. The girl who had the WRX, and I have two different videos of me, 2 different times. My tailgate was at her nose. So, I guess it wasn't gapped. I don't know why I said gapped, but my tailgate was at her nose and slowly pulling. But the CVTs suck. If it was a manual WRX, I'm not gonna lie, it most likely would have took me, because this feels slower. But I'll do a little roll too. So yeah, it's surprisingly quick for a truck. I'm gonna take it out of sport because it holds gears. I don't like that. It feels weird. But the 10-speed transmission shifts very quick. I will say that. You can just see it go through gears. This is like This is like quarter throttle. You can't even feel the shifts on this thing. When it's cold, you can. For the first 2, 3, 4 gears, you can feel the shifts. They're harsh. But when it's warmed up, you don't feel anything. It's buttery smooth. And lately it's been kind of pulling to the left a little bit, as you can see. I don't know why. Maybe it just needs alignment. When my dad put these tires on it, probably like 10, 15,000 miles ago, he never got the alignment with them. He never does, and I don't know why. It's 80 bucks extra, 100 bucks extra, whatever. Get an alignment. But yeah, we like this truck. It's good all around. I mean, it doesn't have too many issues. I'd still recommend buying one for sure. I would personally get the 3.5 liter or the 5.0, but the 2.7 is probably the best on gas. So if you just want gas mileage in a truck, you know, for your family, get the 2.7. Personally, I'd get the 3.5 or the 5.0. But yeah, that's kind of going to conclude it. 25-minute video. It's kind of long, but everything works. You know, it's great. Has not thrown an engine light yet. Hasn't thrown any lights. No traction lights. Nothing. It's been great, minus the weird shifting when it's cold. But it's under warranty still, so we're not too worried. We've had it checked out twice, and they said it's a common issue on these 18 trucks. So I don't know. But yeah, it's getting time here to trade her in. Get something newer. And if I had it, it'd also have nice wheels on it. I'd probably either do like a satin black fuel wheel, or I would do like a bronze fuel wheel, but maybe some American Forces, I don't even know. It would have nicer wheels on it, personally. But can't do any of that stuff. It's not really exactly mine. It's kind of mine, but it's kind of not, so. Yeah, that's probably going to conclude it for the video, guys. I'm probably forgetting a few things, but overall, I'd still recommend it. It's been a good truck. I think I've touched on everything I kind of wanted to. So, yeah. Catch you guys in the next video. I'm trying to, I've been really busy with softball and work and my kids, so I've been trying to get some more flip cars here, but I'm not really having any luck right now. So, it's coming. I'll get some more cool flip cars that I'll post on the channel, and I'll get a decent car for the channel here soon. I'm just trying to work, trying to grow, and I'm starting another business here soon, so I've kind of been occupied, but yeah, it's a good truck for sure. I'd recommend it, but I would splurge and get the Lariat if I was somebody, for sure. 5, 10 grand, whatever more, I'd splurge and get the Lariat, or get a used one with a little bit higher miles and get a Lariat, or a King Ranch or a Platinum. Those are nice. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.